Hello everybody, so this video is going to be super exciting because Inkwell finally dropped its note and we've been waiting and we've been asking for this for months and for a very long time. So I've already pre-read a lot of these things and there are a lot of things that are very good for us, and it's a lot of things that we've actually been asking for a while. So this will be a pretty juicy video, so stay tuned for what's actually in store. So let's get started. The beginning is just an introduction of what they've been doing since the 20th anniversary commemorative video, so that's nothing good. People were talking about the reduction of boss crystals to 90 as it was like in KMS, but they just explained here that they are going to keep it at 180. This is something that I am like half and half about, because I do have a lot of boss meals and sometimes I would have liked them to increase the price but reduce the amount of crystals sold, so I'm not spending too much time on bossing. But I mean, honestly, 180 is 180. Like, I'll still get my bosses weekly, right? So TLDR, we are still going to have 180 boss crystals sold weekly. So the next topic that they introduced is that introduction to public test server. Now, to my knowledge, I heard that there was a test server in the past, but that test server definitely did not do justice and people were basically exploiting bugs. So they ended up taking that down, but now I'm guessing that they are introducing it back, which is a good thing, right? Now it gets rid of all these bugs before the server goes live, so we don't have a lot of extended maintenances, emergency maintenances, and all that stuff that we've been dealing with, which everyone hates. So this is actually a good step in the right direction. They are explaining that the test server probably won't be able to be launched anytime soon. It'll be, they said, the first or second quarter of 2026. So it's something that they are planning on introducing, which is a good thing that they're letting us know now that it is a possibility. Moving on, they talk about the interactive world merge and auction houses. Now, as we all know, the population isn't the best, and obviously the heroic servers are the most populated server, so merging these interactive worlds might make it a better experience for those who do want to play an interactive world, which is a good thing, right? Now, although the interactive world merge is technically a good thing, now I am a heroic player, so I'm not really sure if the interactive world is actually a good thing or not, or all these auction house finer detail stuff. But supposedly in this note, they were saying that there are going to be players about, they have their opinions on the auction house fees after the world merge, as stated right here. And their answer to that is that they have decided to waive 10% fee that was applied to interactive world cross-world auction house transactions, which I'm assuming is good. I'm not really sure, so don't quote me on this. I'm not an interactive player, so I just see it on a different scale, where if we're merging a less populated world with other populated world, that'll be a good thing, right? Moving on, they have a little section of MapleCon. They knew that the MapleCon last year was a huge success, and they're even anticipating that the 20th anniversary for this year is going to be an even bigger success. Now, with this being said, they did take the feedback in from last year, and they're trying to implement it for this year. The only problem with that is they're expecting a lot of people, which means the budgets are going to be tight, which they were stating that the prices of the tickets, unfortunately, will have to go up. But to be honest, if the experience is very good, I would be willing to spend that extra little price, especially if they're saying that it's going to be the biggest one ever. So I personally wouldn't mind paying a little extra for them to accommodate for the people that are going to be going there. I still haven't really decided whether or not I'll be there. If I am, I hope to meet you guys there. So along with buying the ticket, there are a little bit of gift stuffs here that you can come with your ticket, which is a pretty good little neat thing to have. And they're saying that the ticket sales will begin on Friday, so make sure you guys are ready to buy your tickets. Now we're moving on to the fun portion of the note, and they're talking about the different patches that we have. So we do have an update on August 27th. And there are a lot of things that are coming. We finally get the Legion champs. There were people talking about Legion champs might not come, etc. But now it's confirmed that we do have Legion champions. Champion Burning, Midnight Carnival. It's now in Mulong now. There's Challenger World Pre-Leap, which I will personally be taking part of because I want to transfer my Mercedes to get that 1% extra skilled cooldown to my main character. And then obviously there's a David Diver crossover event extension. And now what people are most excited about is actually the September 24th patch, which is next month. There's skill revamp for all jobs. Now this is exciting, and I don't want to spoil anything until we get to that sort of section there. So I'll refrain myself from spoiling anything. Boss reward improvements and special skill rings. Here we got Hexastats 3. Baldrix is the new boss that is going to come out. Destiny weapon. There's a whole Destiny lib quest that we have to accomplish, and those are pretty hard bosses at the moment, but I think we'll be able to handle them. UI revamps. There's a cash shop UI and MVP revamp, and then there's probably this new event called Strange Tides. So I'm excited to see what they have for us. Now we're going to be talking about Legion Champions. So as everyone knows, you get to assign characters within your account to kill bosses, and when you kill those bosses in that Legion Champion mission, you gain stats for those other characters. At the moment, they're probably going to release only 3 at a time, so we get to have your 3 characters, one obviously including your main, and 2 other either second mains, third mains, or just like a mule that you just want to have to kill those bosses, and you just get stats for them. So that is going to come out on the August 27th patch. So now we're going to be talking about Midnight Carnival, or as everyone knows, Night Troop. It's going to be centered around Mulan, so that's actually a pretty cool and neat change. And I'm excited for this event because I'm going to be trying to push for 290, and now everyone on my stream knows that, like, oh, I'm just going to main swap after Janice 30, but no, I'm actually going to commit, and I will prove it to you guys during the Night Troop events. So make sure you guys tune into my stream to see me leveling. The other events that are included are the Champion Double Up, which is basically you, as you kill mobs, you assign 1 main character, and then once you kill enough of those mobs on that 1 main character, you can actually give those EXPs to 2 other adjacent characters, and you basically just get EXP share and you don't have to even play on those characters, you just have to play on 1. Obviously, there's like World Leaps, and then we have a little bit of Dave the Diver extension, which is good. I actually really like the Dave the Diver event, so that was really good. Now for the September 24th patch, the one that's coming next month, we're going to have skill revamps. So the skill revamps include everything's going to be 2 minutes now. As we all know, there are a lot of different burst orders or burst timers and everything like that. 2 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute, all that like random jazz. And sometimes parting with members that have very different timings when it comes to bursting can get super annoying and just become a big hassle. But Nexon made it that everything is a 2 minute, which is a good change because we get to burst more. We don't have to wait too long for our cooldowns when we go to the next boss, etc, etc. So I'm kind of excited for this change. The new boss is Baldric. So these are characters that are 290 plus that can fight this boss, and I'm still not 290, so I'm gonna do my best to try and push it during Night Troop and maybe provide some content when I can do this boss. I'm obviously not going to be able to do the highest difficulty, but I will be trying to do at least the normal version of it, so that's actually pretty cool. Next in store, we have the Destiny weapon. So obviously we have the Genesis lib, and beyond that we have a new thing called the Destiny weapon. In order to get this Destiny weapon and to unlock it fully, we do need to do these quests, and these quests include killing bosses at a certain time as a solo player. There's going to be a new complete UI overhaul. They already give a little bit a teaser right here. When you're choosing new character, it seems a bit cleaner. I'm not really sure how and what they're going to change specifically for everything, but right now it looks like it's going in a good direction. Now they're going to be talking direction of the upcoming winter update. So we're going to have this for the winter update. In this little section over here, they just talk about how they felt like their direction they're taking the game has been good. They also apologize for not being able to fix a lot of the minute details that people have been, you know, complaining about and whatnot. So they do recognize that they aren't perfect and they're still working towards improving. The winter update, they explained that it's going to be more so on the quality of life improvements over exclusive content, which is pretty good. Sometimes exclusive content isn't the best to prioritize over the quality of life as a whole. So I think the direction they're taking is a very good thing. And these quality of life that they're talking about is actually, we get level 3 link skills now. Now, some characters are able to utilize, you know, the level 3 link and the imbalance issues and stuff like that. But now everything's going to have a level 3 link, which also helps us get stronger for these future bosses, which is a very good thing. Another good thing is that there are additional ways to acquire equipment and restore destroyed equipment. Now, this is very exciting, specifically for heroic players, because getting these items, these high-end items, and them booming pretty often and hard to get spares for is very demoralizing a lot of the times compared to interactive worlds where they have like an auction house, they can just buy another spare. So this is a very good step in the right direction, especially with pitch items when they don't drop as often. So that's crazy good for us. They're also providing equipment progression assistance. So this helps with like kind of newer players that want to come back into the game, or they're completely new and just want to start the game. A lot of the times people have a difficult time on actually progressing past the challenger gear, and they are explaining that there's going to be a support system that will help with that, which is good. Familiar systems, this is actually a very good change. They're going to have more familiar system presets. They're going to expand the familiar inventory, so no longer it's going to be at 100. There are certain players that have legacy familiar inventory where they're able to have like over 100. They can have like up to 300. But I'm hoping that everyone gets it as well, just so it's easier for us to upgrade the fams. And my favorite part is that they're removing the less preferred elements. Finally, there's so many bad lines when it comes to familiar system and useless lines, and they're finally taking notice of that. So I'm very, very glad about that. So as everyone knows, having multiple characters is very, very needed now that Legion Champion is coming out. So Nexon is providing a way where we can actually transfer Abso and Arcane Umber equipment between characters within the same account. This is what I've been asking for a very long time. Sometimes I get random equipments that I don't need, especially with like X-Lot. I'm still getting these Abso equipment boxes, which I don't need on my main, but I can simply just transfer them now and get my other characters geared up with Abso, which is super nice, I think. So there's some system convenience improvements. You can just add favorites to the event list, so you don't have to, figure out which one you want to click or not, because there are a lot of tabs on the side when you are doing these new events. So I think this will help with the clutterness for sure. And last but not least, they're just talking about other convenience improvements. You guys can go through all this. It's just like some cash shop stuff. When you're opening content from reward boxes, you can just bulk open them instead of having to click and open every single one, etc., etc. And the biggest part is that we are getting these Inkwell gifts. This is a lot of stuff that they're providing for us. We get 360 frags total. We get symbol selectors, mag pods. We even get 30 blue cards, and you can actually claim them today. So that's actually very good. You just have to talk to the Maple admin and whatnot. And I think this note is pretty good. I think everyone's excited. We finally get the note that we wanted. We finally get a lot of things that we've been asking for. Maple Story has kind of been in a very stale / stagnant spot in the past like month or so because we haven't been getting this note and new content, but this will definitely excite everyone to do more content and to play a lot longer. So I'm pretty excited, and I can't wait to showcase all the new stuff in the upcoming weeks. Bye guys.